Hey everybody, it's Alex. We just wrapped up deal number 6. This is the 4th virtual wholesale deal. It is a vacant lot out in Florida. The seller lives in Illinois but owned a lot down in Florida. Very small, just like 10,000 acre lot, but he had been holding on to it for a long time. Is older now, so he didn't have any plans to build on the lot. So we had sent him a postcard, had an initial conversation with him, and I sent him an offer in the mail. I've never really done that before, but I had been learning that with vacant land, it's a much easier process and smoother. Sometimes the sellers just want the offer, so just send it in the mail, right? So what I do to send offers in the mail is I have 2 different things I send them. I send them a letter that kind of has some benefits about working with us, and then I send them a purchase agreement. So I just fold these up, throw them in an envelope, throw a stamp on there, I hand write the address, and then send it in the mail. And then I pray over it a little bit to make sure it finds the right person, and that if it is God's will, it'll be somebody I can help out through real estate. So the message is just something like this. It's got our company at the bottom, right? It's got, hi Jeff, here's all the benefits to working with us. We look forward to working with you, and hopefully we can make that happen. And then the purchase agreement, I've touched on these in the past, but this is just a couple page document about what the price will be, what the property is, any additional terms. And then the last page of the purchase agreement that we send is a authorization to sign listing docs and offers. So that gives us the right with this vacant land to put it on the MLS, to put it on Zillow, to put it on Redfin and sites like that, to hopefully get more interested parties in the property. If we were just looking for cash investors and having to call all over town trying to find people, that can be really tough with these lots that are in the middle of nowhere, right? But if we can have access to the MLS, we have a better chance at being able to get that done for the seller and get them the price they need. A lot of times we can get the seller more for the property if we're able to put it on the MLS. So that's how I send offers out in the mail. So the seller was an older gentleman. He gave me a call. We had a quick initial conversation, maybe 5 to 10 minutes about this property. And he said, just send me an offer in the mail, all right? So I sent it in the mail. He called me a few days later once he received it, and he had some negotiation to do with me. So we ended up getting him a little higher price. He said, send me a new offer for that price, and I'll sign it, and I'll get it back to you. So that was a fun call to get, that these offers I had just sent out in the mail, sure enough, worked out to something. So I sent him the offer for a little higher price. He signed it, got it back to me. It was a long process to get it closed because he had someone on title that needed to be removed from the property. So we had to go through a probate process. But yeah, 3-4 months later, here we are. We got it closed. What I had to do through the process is just stay in touch with him. Give him updates as to what's going on. Help him out with the probate process, and then mail him documents as they were needed. So yeah, that's how we got wrapped up with our 6th real estate transaction, our 4th virtually. This is another vacant lot in the state of Florida. It's my first Florida deal to ever be done, so it's pretty awesome. The person that bought the property, the way we found them, was putting it out on the MLS. They had been wanting to buy this property for years. Since they purchased their house right next door to this lot, they've been trying to reach out to Ron, the seller, for years, calling him, emailing, but I bet they never tried to mail him. So since I had sent him a handwritten, addressed mailer, that must have meant something to him, and it worked for him. This doesn't work for every seller, but it is a tool sometimes when you get the right person, just to mail them an offer. Handwrite the address, send it in the mail, and yeah, just wanted to share that was something that worked for me on this transaction. It keeps us going. We still have some leads coming in for vacant land, and we're hoping to help out those sellers as well. We're following up. We're sending offers when we're able to on email and in mail, and I'll keep you guys updated as to what vacant lots come in the next few months here. So yeah, just a quick tip there from deal number 6, send offers out in the mail. Sometimes it works. I think the moral of the story is just make sure you get an offer to the seller, whether that's email, mail, text, or driving it and doing it in person, right? Having a written offer in front of a seller makes it real. It gives them an option that they can move forward with. That's the next process of the close, right? Of the sales process is getting paperwork signed. So getting that paperwork in front of them is something that's been super helpful to me. That's something I tracked throughout the weeks, is how many offers have I sent out. I know if I send out 100 offers on real estate, I'm sure one of them will hit, right? One of them will be something I can actually work on. So that's what's going on today. Let me know if you have any experience sending written offers out in the mail and if that's worked for you. Let me know if there's other ways to get offers to sellers and how to present those offers in a better way. Would love to learn on that side of things. You know, just sending it in the mail and then calling them down the road isn't probably the best way to present an offer. So I'd love to learn how you guys are presenting offers better. But yeah, get in touch with me. Look forward to doing more together. We got this. Bye-bye.